Hi friends, welcome to Positive Power with your host, Michele Dionne. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We had a wonderful one. We did lots of bonding with the family. The weather was nice. We got outside, did some stuff, did actually some prepping for fall, which is here, but it doesn't feel like it's here. So it was a good weekend. It was pretty awesome. So a big part of Thanksgiving is socializing. And a big part of socializing is talking. So that brings me to my challenge for this week for you. I challenge you to follow the acronym of THINK every time you open your mouth and you speak to somebody. And you're really going to be surprised what the results are. You're going to be surprised how quiet you are or how often you rephrase your words, right? Because we're very powerful in the words that we speak. So the first one is T. T for true. Is what you're saying true? Really? We lie to ourselves all the time. We lie to ourselves constantly with bogus outcomes that might happen, with negative affirmations, all sorts of stuff. So do we present ourselves as a knowledgeable person that has true information and it's not true at all? Are we maybe quoting something we read online that didn't even have a valid source? Happens all the time. H, is it helpful? Is it helpful to give that person the information? Or are you pointing out the things that won't work, things that might not work? Are you pointing out somebody else did it and this is how it went bad for them, but you don't have all the facts? That's another thing that we quite oftenly do. Third one, is it informative? Is it information that will help the person, right? Is it something that they really need to know that's going to affect the outcome? You know, are you acting like you're a person of authority and you don't really know, but you're just throwing it out there anyways? Because sometimes we like to hear our own voice, or sometimes we just hate the silence in the room, right? So things to think about. Next one, N. Is it necessary? Now, when I think of this one, I always think of gossiping. Because, we are gossiping creatures, that's for sure. I have to ask you this. Think of somebody that you know, that you've never met. They don't know you. They don't know your name. But you know some gossip about them, whether it's true or whether it's not true. We all have people like that we've crossed paths with in our life. That, you know, my brother's ex-wife, sister's nephew's neighbor told me that Jim across the street was messing around or whatever. And by the way, Jim does not live across the street from me, or if you do, I'm sorry. But, you know, we all have that gossip, and especially when you're in a workplace, especially if you're in like a call center or something with a lot of people. Oh my goodness, drama. And that's what feeds into it, is people just, because they like to talk, or they don't like the silence, or they feel powerful, like they know this information about people, where maybe it's not that Jim's having an affair. Maybe that's his long-lost sister that he just met, and she's staying with him. Who's to say? We just don't know. You don't know. We make this stuff up as we go along. And quite often we don't know. So is it necessary what you're saying? And then the last thing is it kind? You know, when you have interactions with people, for example, for Thanksgiving dinner, so the turkey was a little dry. Do you tell the person that? And if you are telling them, why are you telling them that? Are you telling them that because you think maybe next Thanksgiving they'll remember, or at Christmas time, and then they'll do something different? So are you doing it to educate and inform them because you feel that it's necessary? Or are you doing it because you automatically are critical? And we're habitual people. So don't take it personally that you probably do some of these things, because I am human too, by the way. So I also do some of these things, but we need to train ourselves not to. Because you know what? The turkey was dry, but you still ate it. It was still good. You didn't die. You didn't end up in the hospital. It didn't mean you couldn't talk. So what's the point of telling them that? But you know what? If you do tell that person, that's going to be a big bummer for them. That's going to evoke a bunch of negative emotions. But if you turn around and you compliment them on the gravy, that was awesome, and thank goodness it was awesome because the turkey was dry, that's a much better outcome. So pick your words carefully. Try to do that this week, and just notice, well, I'll tell you what you're going to notice. You're going to notice you have a really quiet week. Pros and cons to everything, right? So have a great one. Try to apply some of this stuff, and I hope as we're going along week to week, and you're trying some different things that I'm recommending, I hope that you're noticing a difference. Your stress level, maybe you're feeling better, maybe you're attracting some good things into your life, because that's ultimately the goal. Have a good one, everyone, and remember how awesome you are. And if you got something going on that you feel good about, don't let other people deflate you with their words. You know, they have good intentions. Just words are powerful. Not everybody realizes that. Take care.